Stay with me, stay with me. Yuri Bezmenov. Check out the Yuri Bezmenov, former KGB agent, and the tactics of the special warfare. This is excellent example. This is the Russia television, Russia Today. It's a program. It's about the group of young radicals getting radicalized and doing their little spin. So, what you're talking about, this is a classic. You should really go through his lesson. It's really priceless. So, guy was a former KGB agent, and he's explaining in details how KGB is operating. So he said, you think that that most of the money and resources for that organization is going into spying. He said, wrong. About 85% of the money goes for projects like this. Exactly what you're seeing right here. It goes for different groups.
Instagram was arrested at Art Walk in downtown LA for drawing on the sidewalk with sidewalk chalk. You have to shut up. They were.
They are exploiting and creating cracks into the society. Okay. They are exploiting and creating cracks into society. They are financing, he says, about 15-20 years before takeover, before they do whatever they want to do. In the Soviet time, it was communist takeover, and he goes into details. But he says that 15-20 years before that, we would be sponsoring all these kinds of different groups, like this Anarchist. All discontent people in the society, and then shortly before takeover, we would start to speed up everything, so they could simply paralyze the society. And then comes the takeover. And this is the interesting part when he's talking about the communist takeover. He says, first step what communists are actually, we're talking about the Illuminati, are doing is after the communist takeover, he's talking, historically about these scenarios which have been happening, is they start to eradicate, they start to eliminate, kill all those idealistic communists which been really expecting some really social change, and they start promoting those selfish psychopaths. He says you prefer those selfish assholes, something like it, which are without ideals. With them we can work. But those idealists, like those kids, they get rid of it. And in communist Yugoslavia, straight after Second World War, they've been killing the best of these communists in the Tito's-run gulags, because of course they've been getting rid of the competition and idealists. So this is a little digression, but this piece of propaganda right there really fits into the whole, the Russian school, Russian agenda of the essentially soft methods. This is your orange revolution. This is your orange revolution. Anarchists and leftists who are always finding something right to protest against. Of course, Black Lives Matter, Black Power, all of it. And now we have division. And propaganda. But it's very effective, isn't it? Beautiful. Okay, that's just a little digression about how things unfold. But let's go one level up. Okay, this was the example of the Russia Today It's of course Putin's piece of propaganda. There are other pieces of propaganda. I have CNN here. I have Ghost. So let's get this. CNN. Yeah. Oh, CNN is mostly about the studio. It's actually very boring. They are really like on a budget. They don't like to go out and film stuff. Mostly you have like experts like this guy. This guy is like expert for remote controls. Okay, he is the international expert for the remote controls. It says so because it says on the CNN. So it's like full of that shit. But you see how they like playing with each other's bullshit. You know what I mean? And this is how they, slowly turning people against and within the nation, skillfully manipulating with all these groups, which are simply a bunches of useful idiots. What we see, those leftists and rightists, skinheads as well. Come on, it's the same, not the same bunch, but it's actually the same level. All these useful idiots are, this endless sea of moronic human flesh, which think that these idiots, they think like that the rich are the problem. You understand? Being rich is just a role you play in this theater of life. That's all. And this is how they've been manipulated group. And nobody's seeing the real manipulation. Everybody's seeing a part of the truth. The skinheads, they see the immigrants and they see murders on the street of white people. Leftists, they see corporate injustice and corruption everywhere. Everybody's seeing something and everybody's being manipulated against each other. Brilliant game. Okay, I'm not gonna go more into this. Guys, that I can go into digression. Tell me how was the sound and tell me what you think about this. Remind me to put a link if I forget about it.